Okay, so I just got back from going into town, and going to the vet and stuff. So when I was down there, there's stuff out because it was down where the floods were. So there's like houses gutted, stuff everywhere. And I saw a big meeting going on at the Grange, so I presume that a lot of neighbors are talking about like probably that the government isn't doing shit. They still have that one road blocked, which, I take that as it's a control, of our movement. And, one thing too, I was talking to somebody and they said, when they put up all of the towers, because there's so much talk of it now, was in Washington State, was when they quarantined us. And all of a sudden they just, because they're everywhere. It's crazy how many there are. And, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I mean, it's just crazy, the stuff that they do. But, when I went down there, there's this whole, the atmosphere fog over us and, the weird cloud systems. I didn't even stop and get those. But one thing I noticed, so it's down in the field. Oh, and it smelled so bad down there today. Oh my gosh. But down there where all the berries are and stuff, there was somebody who had this water, like a big giant a sprinkler going, but what was coming out of it was not white, it was orange. And so this is what I just want to make clear to people. Like, they can't understand how we were taken over by the corporation. So just think about this. You've got a farmer who's growing all these berries, right? And then Welch's comes up and goes, hey, we want to buy your berries. You got some great berries. We'll buy all your berries. But you have to use this fertilizer. You have to use this certain kind. It's the only ones will only buy berries that have, cat whisker fertilizer. That's it. So they trap them into using it, which, all the people who are, our politicians and stuff are all like, oh, you got to get in on the cat whiskers. You want to put all your money on cat whiskers this week. So they get everybody to be dependent on this fertilizer or whatever it is that they say you have to use. Then, and it's different in all the places because remember, we're all different experiments. And they've got stuff going, like they've got the smallpox in a place, they got AIDS somewhere. I mean, they're just going to town on their experiments. So then not only do they trap them into whatever this chemical is that everybody's going to get in their food, but then they can manipulate the price. So they can sell it to the farmers for cheap, but that will just keep going up, or the price is shorting them on the product. So they just have, it's all a manipulation to control us. But that's why I've said all along that we were sold out by people. It wasn't just the cabal who has screwed us. It's like everybody had to learn these lessons. And a huge lesson is going to be about our food. And yeah, that to me, like they're spraying something out of a sprinkler that's orange. And it was going far. Like it was so clear, you could see it. And it was so bright of orange. I don't know what it is, but I know how they work. And I know what they're doing. And, they're trying to kill us with poisons. And so it's all a part of their ultimate plan to destroy us using chemicals. Because they know, like, you take something natural, you put chemicals on it, you're going to kill it. And that's what they're doing. And, oh, there was another thing too, is like every time I'm talking to anybody, everybody is so into the Armageddon, this is it, and it's the end and stuff. I'm like the only person I even know that is always, no, it's the age of Aquarius. This is the end of that age. This is the end of this system. Nobody can even wrap their head around it. Nobody can understand even what I'm talking about. So I don't know. People are so trapped in fear. And just like I said, we got to not worry. We can't worry about what these towers everywhere are going to do. It's all part of what needs to be exposed to us. And there are so many people So many people dying all around the planet. And there's so much about the information they're hiding, all of the injuries from this are in the hundreds of thousands. Like, it's mass, out of control. They're still looking for what's wrong with my brother, but they won't find it because they're not looking at the right place, because we already know what they're doing. You don't just suddenly start having these problems. These problems were put inside of you. So, but anyways, I mean, just the whole thing is just so you can see the truth, see the truth in our food, see the truth in how much we were being poisoned and how much it's affecting our health, and that it's actually killing people. So, just like I've said a million times, don't rely on any of their systems to keep you healthy. Worry on your own immune system. Do whatever you can to build up your immunity to all these things. If you're not taking care of yourself, I mean, there's just any number of poisons that can do you in this situation they have going. So it's super important. But remember also, there is no death. It's a transition from one reality to the next, just like waking up. That dream just ended. Did it mean that it never existed? Did it mean it's the end of you because that dream ended? No, it's a transition into another reality. So, don't get caught up in like, oh my God, I'm sick and I'm going to die and, it's the end of the world and blah, blah, blah. And I am really, most concerned with, if we do have that Hawaii moment where people are expecting, that this is the end, and, they go in and just take out their families and stuff. So the more that we can spread the word for people to stay calm and to not go to extremes, and, this is a transition. Yeah, it's the end of their time. That is the end of them. It's not the end of us. So, that's all we can do is just keep trying to get people to understand. But yeah, I mean, I don't find people who even understand the age of Aquarius. No, everybody's locked in. It gives them kind of pleasure to feel like, this is Armageddon, it's the end, and the government's out to get, you know what I mean? But I just look at things differently, so that's all I can talk about. But anyways, just, keep your fear at a minimum. Whatever they've got going, whatever is coming at you, just remember you're an eternal being, and that all of this is to wake up humanity. And it is so that we can move into a better period of time, a better age than what we're coming out of a nightmare, moving into a dream. So anyways, just work on you. And I just wanted to share that stuff. Oh yeah, I got that one footage too. When I was down there, I drove down to the market. They command those things. Yeah, they are not any. Oh, some people just don't wake up. But when I was coming back, I saw the sky was doing something weird because it's all dark and just cloudy and dreary. And all of a sudden there's this orange light coming through. But I've told you before, like down at the horizon, that's like light at the horizon, which makes no sense. So you have this light, and then all of a sudden it started turning orange. And it is way out to where the sun would be setting. So how is it that, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, that the sun is out setting, if that is even what's bringing in the orange? I mean, I don't know. And then it went away. The whole thing went away. But, it's all being manipulated. It's all just a bunch of trickery. So, I don't know. But I got footage of that. It was really cool looking. I've seen some of the coolest looking skies, but it's not any sky that I was growing up with. So, anyways, I got that footage. But, all we can do is just, I don't know how long they're going to keep the chaos going. But, eventually we will get to the part where we are going to get a focus on our healing as a collective. And, it's going to move out of this denial stage and into the angry stage. And then I think there's acceptance. And what is the last one? I can't remember them all. It's the stages of grief. And this is the end of something. You know, it's the end of a system that we thought was real, that we depended on, that we dedicated our lives to. So anyways, I will talk to you later. I'm going to share this. I'm working on making a pot of baked potato soup. So that's going to be really good. So I will share that in a little while. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.